Governor, the State Fire Marshal's Office, as you know, is a very proud partner and promoter of business here in Louisiana, and has coming into the phase one. The Governor has tasked us with bringing about information on how businesses would be able to open safely. He mentioned Open Safely. You can go to opensafely.la.gov. That's opensafely.la.gov, and businesses can register a very similar process to the Fire Marshal's information management system. It's a spin-off of that, but a lot easier and a lot more friendly to get you open real quickly. So in the Open Safety program, it's a collaboration with the Louisiana Department of Health's criteria of mitigation, as well as the fire code issues and capacity issues that are necessitated for a business to properly open. Today, the program will be active to the citizens of Louisiana. Businesses will be able to register their property to be notified when certain phases are open, and immediately when they register, receive the guidance they need to get their business in commerce. In addition to that, consumers and customers will be able to file a complaint if they in fact go to businesses and feel like that the mitigation standards and the fire code standards are not being followed. Business owners will simply register by providing an email that will be confirmed real quickly and allow them to go on and answer about 7 quick questions. Upon completing that question, they'll receive an email back providing them the information from the Louisiana Department of Health, as well as the Fire Marshal's Office, and an acknowledgement poster that they could hang in their business. The beauty of this program is it's online, it's a living document. The businesses never have to go back to the portal. As conditions change, as phases turn on, has new rules or maybe strengthened or weakened, they'll automatically receive notification. And I think that's a very important piece to this. What it does is it promotes self-enforcement. It promotes compliance, and that's exactly how we're viewing this. You know, the Governor mentioned this weekend the restaurants and the places of worship that took advantage of the outdoor facilities. It was really a very positive thing. The Fire Marshal's Office received very few complaints, most of which were unfounded. So we believe that we're on the right track with building that type of partnership. As I spoke, they'll get the latest information as to what is expected of them and what might be expected in the future. Now, one piece to this is there's compliance checks that will be performed by the Louisiana Department of Health sanitarians as well as state fire marshal deputies. Understand, these compliance checks do not prevent you from opening. Once the Governor gives the order that your business has this listed in that particular phase can open, you can open with the rules we provided. When the compliance checks occur down the road or based on complaint or based on priority for that matter, when a compliance check is done, that business owner will receive an email with the results of that compliance check. So a very transparent situation. Once the visits are complete and the businesses need more information, they can go to our website, lasfm.org, the contact page, and receive further guidance. Again, as I said, customers have a role too. On opensafely.la.gov, any customer, any patron, any individual can go and file a complaint on a specific situation that they think needs to be looking into, and either a sanitarian from LDH or a fire marshal deputy will respond to that complaint. We've created a how-to video on how to show people to comply both on the business side and on the consumer side. But I think it's just it's back to the simple message, as the Governor has stated. We want to get the information out well in front of businesses being allowed to open, so there's no misunderstanding. There's time to prepare. There's time to retool whatever processes in that building need to be retooled, and of course the education of employees. So I'll answer any questions that you might have based on this.